Hello, it's Dipanshu Gautam, 4th year undergrad electrical engineering from IIT Tirupati. In this video, I am going to discuss about RSNA-MI-CCAI brain tumor radiogenomic classification challenge, which is currently available on Kaggle. So let's first start with the introduction of the disease. The disease is known as glioblastoma, and it is a malignant tumor in the brain, which is a life-threatening condition. It is an aggressive type of cancer that begins in cells called astrocytes that support nerve cells. It can form in the brain or spinal cord. It is the most common form of brain cancer in adults, and it has the median survival of being less than a year. The presence of a specific genetic sequence in the tumor known as MGMT promoter methylation, it has been shown to be a favorable prognostic factor and a strong predictor of responsiveness to chemotherapy. This was a brief introduction about the disease. Now let's come to the challenge. So currently, genetic analysis of cancer requires surgery to extract a tissue sample. Now, as I have already shown in the previous slide that the presence of a specific genetic sequence in the tumor, it is one of the most favorable prognostic factor. So here, the genetic analysis of cancer, it requires surgery to extract the tissue sample. Then it can take several weeks to determine the genetic characterization of the tumor. And then depending upon the results and the type of initial therapy chosen, a subsequent surgery may be advised. So this process, as you can think, it is very time consuming, and it also depends on the knowledge and the experience of clinicians. So the problem statement is this. If the aim of this challenge is to find an accurate method to predict the genetics of the cancer through imaging. So now here the involvement of medical imaging is there to identify the particular specific genetic sequence. So and this could potentially minimize the number of surgeries and refine the type of therapy required. Now let's see the data set. So the data set which is provided here, it's divided into three categories: training, validation, and testing. The testing data set would be private, it is not public data set, it is kept hidden just to check. In training and validation data set, it is a public data set that is available that anyone can access for to train the model and then to test the model. So these three cohorts are structured as follows. So first of all, each independent case, it has a dedicated folder, and within each of these folders there are 4 subfolders basically, which correspond to each of the structural multiparametric MRI scans, and these are available in the DICOM format. So the exact scans that are included are: first, it is a float attenuated inversion recovery FLAIR; second is the T1 weighted pre-contrast; third is the T1 weighted post-contrast; and the last is a T2 weighted. So this is a data set that is available. Now let's see what the evaluation metric is used to evaluate the various models. So for the evaluation area under the ROC curve between the predicted probability and the observed target is used. Now ROC curve is the receiver operating characteristic curve. This curve is created by plotting the true positive rate against the false positive rate at various threshold settings. And this curve illustrates the diagnostic ability of a binary classifier system as its discrimination threshold is varied. Now let's look at the current leaderboard. So as you can see, there are top 5 entries which scores exactly 1, and then the next 5 entries are 0.92, and the 10th one, if you can see, is the 0.82 score. So if the score is more close to 1, then the model is better. Thank you.